Okay, so nice little sunny day. Probably might step out. What is that? Step outside. Maybe it's just a dirty window I need to clean. Anyways, see things different on the camera than you see it in real life. I promise I didn't see that little smear. But anywho, of course, I'm not gonna say I'm just, but I'm getting more wind of the fact that everything is changing over to mobile and digital, and pretty much, of course, the metaverse and this, that, and the third. You're gonna be able to do whatever you want and be who you want in the metaverse or whatever that is. I still personally like real life. I still like some things manually done. I ain't saying everything now, but it's like everybody wanted everything done in an instance, and I don't know. To me, it is weakening people or whatever. And I don't think I want to be a part of that right there. But um I do. I'm all for the simple life, and like the pastor that I was under, he was teaching, he was like, it's a sense of euphoria where it was simple and it's easy. And now, living in the world that we live in, ain't nothing really simple and or easy like that. Um because sin has just caused this world to just break down, and I'm trying to see what's going on. This one device, it just takes forever. Okay, just trying to make sure there wasn't no car pulling up in front of my yard or anything like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm seeing that everything is going to, you got to do it on the mobile app instead of the web page or the website or whatever. I'm so used to doing it on the website. I mean, when you got that, you didn't possibly think that it could change to something else. You got to do it on an app now. Everything, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm not even keep up with the times. I don't be trying to do all that. I just be trying to chill. Like, let me grasp and learn the what we just got. But then by the time you're learning that, and you might not even learn it, you already got to jump to something else, learning how to do it. Which I'm app savvy, but at the same time, my devices ain't necessarily app savvy. They don't. They not necessarily for the devices and stuff like that, because of the devices that I had. There's police. But yeah, the devices that I had, that I've been able to afford. So then, speaking on that, my sons, I bought a Chromebook in here, and I bought a Acer laptop. Wasn't one of the newest or latest or anything, but I just bought something that they could sit down and do their homework at. But evidently, they used it for short periods of time, messed it up due to spills. I called to check on the warranty for one. When doing business with a third party like Amazon and you order something, they base your warranty off the day that you purchased it, not the day you receive it. So don't like that. Then then if they do give you a grace period because they know you haven't, what I'm saying, you get it, you may get it a little late, uh they still, they double check to see if it's is it a spill or whatever, because if not, then you're gonna have to pay for shipping, and we're gonna have to send it back. And it's like, oh, all this. So basically, pretty much should have purchased a warranty with Amazon if I didn't know my device was going to be out of commission within a year, less than a year. And it was as soon as my son hit the 10-year mark that, it was right before his birthday that thing went out of commission. So I had already told him that God was shifting him, and there was something else that, God wanted him to focus on besides just sitting on a device all day, playing Roblox and things like that. And so as a team, as a household, I'm still trying to figure that out, trying to hear from God and see what that is. And I'm definitely hoping he hears from the Lord. But that's the one thing. And like I said before, his dad tried to say that he the man of the house, and he's the man, basically like he the man of my house. No, he's not. Even like today, I was handling my business regarding a credit card. See, I couldn't. It was a credit card thing that I was trying to log on to, and unless you have the mobile app, which I don't want a bunch of mobile apps on my phone and stuff like that just taking over. But unless you have the mobile app, with the mobile app, you can log on whenever. But if you just do the website, it's gonna suspend your account for 24 hours. you can't get in if you mess up a login. And I'm like, okay, that's good for security purposes, but that's not good for y'all as a company, that y'all can't override that if the person whose actual account it is calls and they, they want to get in. So yeah. So anyways, I was handling that business and he heard me going off a little bit or whatever, talking about it. I was telling him how bad of a service that is. That's not good. Like, cause everything is not peaches and cream. Everything is not, you know what I'm saying, glitter and rainbows. So I just told him, and I was just like, yeah, that's not good. Don't appreciate it. Don't like it. And I know a lot of people have that nonchalant attitude, like, well, man, you need to get with the times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he said that, but you need to get with the times. um, if I'm ever getting with the times, it's going to be because God doing it. I'm not trying to play catch up or anything, any of that regarding none of that. Do I want to have knowledge and understanding of things? Yeah, but I want to understand my life and stuff, not how to get over on people, not how to, you know what I'm saying? Just this whole system type thing. So he comes in there. What was that? And I'm like, I'm glad you're paying attention and I mean, of course I was loud enough where you can hear me, but he was concerned, in which, and I'm going to tell him, I'm thankful that you was being concerned, but let me handle it. Let me handle certain stuff unless I call for y'all, kind of steer clear. Unless, again, you're, you know what I'm saying? But that lets me know if I'm in some kind of distress or whatever, that at least they're going to have a concern. Now, are they going to know exactly what to do with it, how to resolve my stuff? No, and it's not really meant for them. So, again, that's why I say, on this day, their dad is held accountable. I don't want him, but it's just a part of me that just be like, if he would have just stuck it out. We got some smart boys. We're good. We good to go. We could be a team. We have, you know what I'm saying? We both have daughters that are around the same age, and we in there. But he went somewhere else, and it's nothing I can do. Like, it's just nothing I can do. With God, all things are possible. It's nothing I can do to mend that or change that. Like, literally, I'm not asking for this, but God would just have to I would have to be able to forget everything that ever occurred. Everything. And I wrote everything down. I spoke on it. I talked about it. I put my videos up. You know what I'm saying? And again, this system can wipe all that stuff out of here, trust me, but I still got a memory. And I'm praying, Lord forbid I lose my memory or anything like that. Dementia, Alzheimer's. I have memory stuff right now. Somebody was talking about how it's the cortisol levels from stress and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's why I be like, Lord, I don't want to be nowhere where people going to be stressing me, especially like I was feeling stressed and sometimes in distress with dealing with him. And it wasn't even when he was always up close and personal. It was more times when he was away that I was like, ooh. And that probably speaks volumes, like, oh, when he's close, then you're good. And when he's not, then. But guess what? He continued to do that separation. And I don't want him to, I guess it's like, I don't want him to be able to try to control that regarding me. Basically, like, oh, when I'm away from her, she gonna be in distress. She gonna be, I'm saying, not knowing what's going on. No, I feel like that's, of course, it's game plan. It's manipulation. I want a man that I want her to succeed, whether I'm, with her or not, or whatever the case may be. Because if anything ever happened to me, I want her to be sad. I don't want you to be like, oh, if something happened to me, she coming down too. Absolutely not. The devil be bound. So if I can see that clearly, and I'm praying and I'm coming against that violently, goodbye and good riddance. So piss me off, because yeah, we just have to shift our focus, and I have to figure out what's next and what we got to do, in which, and I'm telling you, let God raise up another vessel, or send me another vessel. I'm on, baby, like, for real. But yeah, I don't know, that's just what I'm on today. Still in the month of February, we'll be out of it within the blink of an eye, but that's what I was thinking about. I uploaded a video yesterday where I was showing my face and stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to blur it out or I'm just going to keep it private. I don't know, because I don't even like blurring my face out, because, baby, I exist, honey. I'm here. I like to be behind the scenes, so to speak, and that's just what it is. I ain't going nowhere until God called me home, until he done with me. I'm here, and I need to face it, because sometimes I be like, it's not necessarily that I don't want to wake up, but I just be like, Lord, another day. Like, I seen this this picture where they said this man was 63 years old and he praying, which I know the Bible speaks about 120 years, at the most. So I don't know what he on, but and he really did look like he could be 163, no cap. But somebody was like, I know that man is like, what? Wait, I'm still here another day, every time he wake up. And that's how I be feeling sometimes, but my feelings need to align with the will of God. If he not ready for me to be done here, then I'm here. And there's a lot of people that just don't like it. And so sometimes that make me feel like, well, Lord, they don't want me. And I felt like that. I felt like, Lord, they don't want me over here in this city, this town. I was born and raised here, but they don't want me here in this city, this town, this state, this country. I'm out. I was going to be out. It didn't happen. I didn't have the funds that I wanted. Because them funds was on the way, and I was going to utilize them bad boys. And me and my kids was going to be out. My daughter was like, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm like, girl, whatever. But I was going to be out, so. And take my boys with me and be like, oh, I don't know where they daddy at. So, but yeah, and then he come over and saying, oh yeah, you gonna go over there and get killed. It's like, do you have a concern or not? But y'all want to kill me over here. Ain't no way. So that's the thing. We're not going to do that catch-22 type thing. So you feeling miserable, you need to die off then. Because you're not finna project that misery on me. And so, yeah, and even my daughter's dad tried to project certain stuff on me. I mean, he wanted me to, I done gain weight. He wanted me to gain weight. He swears because of him. And I'm sitting here like, boy, I have genetics. My granddad who died, he was big. My so-called dad, he's big now. I mean, he's not small no more. Just don't have nothing to do with you. But he wanted it to so bad. It's like, boy, I'm not connected to you like that. When I disconnect, I disconnect. my daughter can be physically present over there, whatever, but I'm not on you. Move on. Go on. I don't gotta even be, I'm not up under another dude, another so-called nigga, whatever. And I'm still not on you. I'm not on you. I'm not on. I can even see y'all off in the distance. Hopefully, I don't have them up close and personal, but if I do, I can see y'all off in the, well, him. I ain't really saying the boys there, but I can see you off in the distance and you doing your thing, and I can feel a sense of pride for you, or be a little proud of you or whatever. But other than that, I'm not on you. You had opportunities and he chose other stuff. My boys is that he chose other stuff. So again, this stuff is going on the record and I'm speaking on it. And with all this digital stuff, it can be easily erased or, it can be easily kept. I'm easily keeping it. And let's just put it like that. And so, that's the deal for today. And I want to go on. I want my boys to become smarter and wiser. They smart now. I want them to wisen up, perk up. I want them to get active on some stuff. I don't know what and where. That's why I say I'm waiting on God for direction. One of them was a part of a program, and the guy wanted them back. I mean, my kids, if I remove them from somewhere, they don't want my kids to not be a part of it. They always calling or whatever and wanting everybody be wanting my kids, just to be honest. They think they trying to do away with me, but yeah, they be wanting my kids, all three of them, period, everybody. And I just be like, oh God, here y'all go. And so literally to the point where they try to snatch my kids physically and all types of stuff. And it just, that's the one thing that I will say I respect regarding their dad. I don't know what and why he didn't do it, but he didn't take my kids out, my boys out my household. And I'm going to say not as of yet, but I'm hopefully not as of, don't do it, because I think it's highly disrespectful to keep children away from their mother who wants to do that. Now, if it's a mother that doesn't want to, because, just raising my kids is top priority for me. Now, when God begins to shift me and move me and this, that, and the third, I have to move. But this was something else with them, with my daughter not being here. Anyway, not going deep on that, but respect the fact that he left my kids here in the household instead of, when which it was a situation that he pretty much caused and stuff like that to happen. And he definitely waited on it, but he actually was active in trying to cause it to happen as far as me doing that jail time and being away from my kids. And it could have went worse than what it did. It didn't, thank God, but it could have went worse than what it did. And baby, this whole world probably would have been flipped upside down. After that, nothing would have ever been the same ever again, and it would have affected everything on every level, period. So, and that's not saying in arrogance, that's confidence. But they did. They really tried to diminish my light with that, with what they did. And then, this dream I had today, I was like, I am not in the mood for that. I'm in the mood for the real life thing, but not that. And in real life, I want to choose. I want to have some person choosing myself and this, that, and that, whatever. I ain't gonna go into the details. I had quite a few dreams today. But anyway, I handled some of the business that I wanted to handle today, which was good. I feel good about that. I'm looking out this window and really it's nice. It looks nice outside. I really want to go somewhere, get out the house, but I don't know. I got to go off timing. What else? Waiting on some parts and stuff to still be delivered. That's another thing, that if I'm always waiting on something to be delivered to the house, then that's what keeps me from going somewhere, because these people over here seemingly waiting on something to, I got cameras up pointing at the back and everything, so I'm good on that, but just seemingly waiting, like literally waiting on something to go down so they can be some damn idiots and stuff like that. I need to see if I put this camera up here, how's it gonna look? Okay, so I'm back because I wanted to try this camera in a different position just to see, because I want to be able to see everything going on in my yard and stuff like that. But the other thing I will mention again, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, is when he was telling me that he was engaged to some female, he was like, you don't need no man for nothing and this and third. This is the thing. On one end, they be like, oh, you so independent, you this. I guess they be jealous or whatever if you can do things on your own and you wasn't impressed about a man. But then you tell them, oh, I need you, you know what I'm saying? You are beneficial, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I really realized that we need to do this thing together. That's just kind of the conclusion of the matter. People can still walk around and say, oh, no, this, you don't need no man, no baby. I might not feel like I need him all the time or whatever, but I do. I want my man. See, I'm liking the position this is in. Yeah, I just need to put something under it so I can, for right now. I don't know what I'm gonna put up there. Like literally looking for anything, but anyway, so yeah, he was like, yeah, you don't need no man, but he felt, on the same token, he felt like he needed to be up under a woman, a female. I don't really personally try to tell no man what they need and what they don't, whatever. I'm just like, oh, hold on, I gotta figure out how to do this, because I want it done like I want it done. Yeah, I want to be able to see my backyard and stuff like that. So anyway, so I got the camera pointing over here. Because, yeah, if need be, I need to see what's going on. I'm looking and found a way to put it up in the window. Put my other one up in the window. But anyway, so yeah, okay. So I'm kind of done looking at this direction right now. So he said that to me, and what? I'm supposed to take that as your blessings to do what I want, because you telling me that I don't need no man while you laying up under somebody else, and you was the man that was here in my life and stuff like that. that I don't hold no type of weight. I don't do none of that with y'all. And so, yeah, and I'm not finna play them games. And again, my so-called mom, she sat there and told him, don't play no games. Granted, maybe it shouldn't have fully came from her. I don't know. My so-called dad maybe wasn't in a position or the mindset to be able to tell him, don't play games with me and mean it. But I feel like because he was out doing all type of stuff, and that's where it goes back to me feeling like, I don't know, y'all men be out here doing some other stuff. And there is some kind of man code that dudes be like, oh, yep, you can play games with her. Okay, well, you playing on my top. Your top definitely gonna get played on. Um, and it's gonna be for real. It's not for fake. And even I don't know, the boys' dad's interaction with my so-called stepdad. I just remember him. He was just like, oh, he dude is on a little bit on the chunky side. Always been on the chunky, not chubby, not fat. You know what I'm saying? But just had some weight on him always since I've known him. He wasn't no like small type dude. So meaning you was well fed or something like that, which is good. But speaking of food, I think I'm gonna order me something, which I don't really need to or want to, but I think I'm going to. I need to tell my son to go check the mailbox. I don't know if they ran or not. Let me tell him that. Check the mailbox. Get the trash and stuff. As soon as you finish with it, throw it in the trash. Stop eating all of this. And stop getting on this now. This is how stuff gets away from the wall and stuff. Get on that outside, not in here. Go check the mailbox. I don't know if it ran or not. Yeah, if it did, slide it up under my door. And then when you come back in, lock the screen door. Only close that door a little bit. That's all I need you to do and do it right.